Hey mama, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share with you some of the things that I wish I knew before I started my gentle parenting journey. If you don't know, I actually started off as an authoritarian parent. It was how I was personally raised myself and really the only way I knew how to parent. If you can relate to this, coming from a traditional home and your default parenting style is to gain control, but you don't really like how it feels during those hard parenting challenges, and now you want to shift your parenting approach, then this video is going to be super helpful for you. If you're new here, my name is KJ. I'm a parenting coach, a gentle parent, and most importantly, a cycle-breaking mom. My goal is to help you learn how to break those cycles so you can stop reacting emotionally and start parenting with more intention, more calm, and more connection. Now, if you're tired of yelling and losing it on your child, that's probably why you're here to learn a different approach. You may have already heard about gentle parenting, or maybe you've heard a ton of different parenting labels out there and just super overwhelmed by it. There's respectful parenting, intentional parenting, peaceful parenting, conscious parenting. It's enough to make your head spin. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have to worry about learning about all those different parenting labels because honestly, the label itself doesn't matter. All you have to know is that these parenting styles are all under the authoritative parenting umbrella. Authoritative parenting is one of 4 widely recognized parenting approaches. You've got authoritarian parenting, which is also known as traditional parenting. This style of parenting is very strict and primarily uses punishment as a form of discipline. There really is no focus on providing a nurturing environment or providing emotional connection with kids. With authoritarian parenting, the expectations that are placed on kids are also extremely high, and gaining their obedience is a requirement. On the other side of the spectrum, there's permissive parenting, where there is a focus on providing a nurturing environment focused on connection and being gentle. However, this style of parenting lacks structure, boundaries, expectations, or any form of discipline. Kids need structure, they need boundaries, they need discipline, so a permissive parenting approach is also not a healthy way to raise a child. There's also uninvolved or neglectful parenting, where parents are really not involved in raising their kids. They may meet their basic needs, but that's pretty much it. There isn't any connection, nurturing, guidance, or meeting really any other needs that the child needs in this style of parenting. Now, authoritative parenting, which is where gentle parenting falls under, is a more well-balanced approach to parenting. There's nurture and connection, but also boundary setting expectations, structure, and positive discipline. This approach has been backed by science and research to support the idea that using empathy, connection, and positive discipline helps to overall improve a child's emotional, behavioral, and cognitive development. Unlike authoritarian parenting, which focuses on gaining control over kids, authoritative parenting focuses on teaching skills with guidance through building a safe and secure attachment with them. I want to share with you 5 lessons that would have helped me before I started my gentle parenting journey. First, gentle parenting is not the same as permissive parenting. We already discussed the 4 widely recognized parenting approaches, and permissive parenting is its own approach, separate from gentle parenting, which again is under the authoritative umbrella. The reason many parents are put off by the word gentle is because they see the word gentle and they think that it means letting kids do whatever they want. But as we already discussed, gentle parenting is the ability to parent with boundaries, with expectations, but in a respectful way. So for example, instead of saying, okay, fine, you can watch TV a little bit longer, but then we have to turn it off, okay? And then continuing to give in to your child when they whine or complain every time you ask them to turn the TV off, that is an example of permissive parenting. With gentle parenting, you're going to communicate the expectation ahead of time. So you might say, all right, honey, I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes. As soon as the timer goes off, the TV goes off. Do you understand? You can also ask your child to repeat back the expectation so that you know that the two of you are on the same page. Then when the timer goes off, you hold your boundary. You can validate and acknowledge your child's frustration or disappointment with the boundary that you've set. You could say, I understand it's really hard to turn the TV off when you're watching something that you enjoy. I have a hard time stopping when I'm having fun too. But then you hold your boundary, regardless of how your child reacts to it. the timer went off, the TV needs to go off too. Do you want to turn the TV off or do I need to? This response acknowledges your child's experience while also holding the boundary that you had set earlier. Your child is allowed to feel whatever they need to feel around that boundary you've set. It doesn't have to mean that you change your mind on what that boundary is. In gentle parenting, we hold space for all of the emotions that our kids feel. Instead of using fear-based tactics to shut down their big emotions, we let them process it and then we talk about it afterwards. This is how we help them build skills, by waiting until they are calm and ready to learn rather than trying to teach in the moment of a big meltdown. The second lesson is that even after you've started your reparenting journey, you're still going to get triggered. And that's okay. Becoming a gentle parent is not going to erase your childhood wounds, but it will help bring light to what those wounds are. Before starting a reparenting journey, you might find that you're losing it on your kids and not even realizing that it's happening until it's over. You may even think that you have anger issues or your kids have behavioral issues. But once you start becoming a more gentle parent, you're also going to realize that you have a lot of internal work to do. You'll start to recognize what triggers you and start to learn why that behavior triggers you. You're going to start connecting the dots between your childhood wounds and your parenting challenges today. Once you start to work on yourself and start healing from the wounds of your past, you're going to start noticing some shifts in your parenting. As a result of your growth and your change as a parent and as a person, you're going to start noticing your kids' behavior change as well. This is because they're going to start seeing you differently. They're going to start developing more trust with you. They're going to start seeing you more as a safe person. The relationship that you have with your child will start to evolve. You're going to feel a deeper connection with them. You're going to feel a deeper bond with them. And in turn, your child is going to start behaving differently. So remember, experiencing triggers, even while starting your reparenting journey, does not mean you're failing in this. Each trigger you experience is an invitation for you to go inward and learn more about yourself. It's your internal guide to know what exactly you need to heal. The third lesson I want to share with you is so important, and that is the knowledge that connection works so much better than control. It might feel counterintuitive in the moment, but kids who feel seen, validated, and connected are going to be more willing to cooperate with you than kids who experience fear-based tactics or being forced to do something they don't want to do. Sometimes it may feel like our kids are purposely trying to defy us for their own selfish reasons, but all behavior is a form of communication. If your child isn't listening to you, there's a reason why. As a gentle parent, we focus on getting curious, not gaining control. We ask ourselves questions to try and understand where our kids are coming from and determine what needs they might have that need to be met. Some questions we might ask ourselves in the moment could be, are they tired? Are they hungry? Are they overwhelmed? Have I been asking them to do a lot today already? Or have I been asking them all week? Have I been spending enough time with them lately? Have they been getting enough attention from me? Do they feel connected to me right now? And if not, what can I do right now to connect with them? Kids who feel connected to their parents are going to be more likely to cooperate with them. So if you believe your child needs to feel more connected to you, then take some time and connect with them. Step into their world. Play with them for 10 to 15 minutes, letting them decide what they want to do. Read their favorite books. Spend time coloring with them. Find something your child loves and enjoys doing, and then do that with them. Give them your full attention during this time, meaning leave your phone in another room. Next, I want you to know that repair matters so much more than perfection. Even as a gentle parent, you're still going to make mistakes. You'll still yell, lose it, or say something that you'll regret, especially in the beginning. It's really hard to change your automatic behaviors. It's going to take some time for you to learn how to rewire your brain and rewire your body to respond differently when you're overwhelmed and stressed out. Instead of spiraling into shame and guilt after a tough parenting moment, take that time and see it as a learning opportunity. There is no finish line in gentle parenting. You are continuously going to be learning and growing and changing. Each challenging parenting moment you experience is a chance for you to reflect back and learn and grow from. Ask yourself, why did that moment trigger me? How did I respond, and why did I respond that way? Did that behavior tap a core wound of mine? If so, what is that wound? If this happens again, what can I do differently? This time for reflection is meant to be judgment-free. The goal for this reflection is to learn from it, not to beat yourself up over it. And if you did make a parenting mistake, then it's important to focus on repairing with your child. Saying sorry to your child afterwards not only teaches them how to make a genuine apology, but it also teaches them how to take accountability for behavior. You're also teaching your child what it looks and feels like to resolve conflict with someone in a healthy relationship. And finally, gentle parenting isn't just about parenting your child, it's about learning how to gently parent yourself too. You can't show up as the calm, intentional parent you want to be for your child if you yourself don't know how to regulate your own emotions. Becoming a gentle parent is not only a chance for you to learn how to be a more intentional parent for your child, but it's also an opportunity for you to reparent that younger version of you that needed that nurture and that love growing up. You may not have received that patience or emotional connection that you may have needed from your caregivers, but now you have the opportunity to give that to yourself. The best time to do this deep inner work is actually right after a tough parenting moment. Grab a notebook or a journal and then write down the answers to these questions. What happened that triggered me? How did I respond in that moment? What emotions did I feel in my body? When else have I felt this way? When I was a child, how would the adults around me have reacted if I behaved the way my child just behaved? What did I need from my caregivers whenever I felt big feelings? Taking some time to reflect and journal after a hard parenting moment is a chance for you to go inward and really learn more about yourself. This judgment-free time for reflection is how you're going to start healing those inner child wounds. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below what resonated with you the most. Remember, you don't have to do this perfectly. Being on a gentle parenting journey is about making progress, even if they're just little baby steps every day. Some days it might even feel like you're going backwards, but don't forget about the bigger picture. If you believe that each moment, even the challenging ones, are a chance for you to learn and get better, then you're going to continue to move towards your parenting goals. Thanks for being here and for choosing to be on this journey for your child. You're doing an amazing job. Keep going, and I will see you in the next video.